Welcome to Simplify for Me Maths and Economics. If you are preparing for CUET Undergraduate Economics 2027 examinations, one of the smartest things you can do is to understand the syllabus before opening any textbook. A clear understanding of what the examination covers helps you focus on right concepts and avoid unnecessary topics. In this video, we will take a concise but complete tour of CUET Undergraduate 2027 economic syllabus and see how it is organized by the National Testing Agency. Many students begin their preparation by collecting books, watching random videos, or solving questions. Surprisingly, very few start by carefully reading the syllabus itself. The syllabus defines the scope of the examination. It tells you exactly what the examiner expects you to know, and equally important, what is outside the scope of the examination. While the official syllabus of 2027 is still awaited, it is expected to broadly follow the current NTA framework. Understanding this framework is the first step towards effective preparation. The entire economics syllabus is organized into three broad courses. The first course is Introductory Microeconomics, which studies individual consumers, producers, and markets. The second course is Introductory Macroeconomics, where the focus shifts to economy as a whole. Finally, Indian economic development connects economic concepts with India's development journey, policy reforms, and present day economic challenges. Together, these three courses provide a complete understanding of the economics from theoretical and practical perspectives. Let us begin with Introductory Microeconomics. Microeconomics is often described as the economics of individual decision making. It explains how consumers make choice, how firms decide what to produce, and how markets determine the prices. This course lays the foundational conceptual understanding for economics and introduces many of the principles that students continue to study even at the university level. Course is divided into four major areas. It begins with consumer behavior, where you will study concepts such as utility, demand, and consumer equilibrium. The next unit focuses on production and cost, introducing production functions, cost concepts, and producer equilibrium. You will then learn about perfect competition, understanding how firms operate in competitive markets and how prices are determined. Finally, you will study market equilibrium, including concepts like excess demand, excess supply, price ceilings, and price floors. Together, these topics explain how markets function in a competitive economy. The second course is Introductory Macroeconomics. Unlike microeconomics, which studies individual markets, macroeconomics examines the economy as a whole. It helps us understand questions such as how national income is measured, why inflation occurs, how governments prepare budgets, and how central banks influence economic activity. It provides the broader picture of how economy functions. This course begins with national income accounting, where students learn how GDP and other national income measures are calculated. The next unit introduces money and banking, including the role of money, the Reserve Bank of India, and monetary policy. You will then study income and employment, where concepts like aggregate demand and multiplier are introduced. Another important area is government budget, covering government receipts and expenditure and different types of budget deficits. The course concludes with open economy, which explains balance of payments and foreign exchange systems. These topics help students understand the functioning of the economy at the national and global level. The final course is Indian economic development. This section brings together economic theory and the India's real development experience. It examines how India's economy has evolved since independence, the major reforms that shaped it, and the important challenges that the country continues to face today. It also helps students understand economics in a practical and policy oriented context. This course begins by studying the India's economic policies and development between 1947 and 1990, including planning, agriculture, industry, and foreign trade. The next unit examines the landmark economic reforms of 1991, covering liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Students then explore current economic challenges such as human capital formation, rural development, employment, and sustainable development. The course concludes with comparative study of India's development experience alongside neighboring countries using important economic and human development indicators. When you look at the syllabus as a whole, you will notice a clear progression. It begins with decisions made by the individual consumers and producers. It then expands to functioning of the national economy. Finally, it applies those concepts to the India's economic development experience and current economic issues. This logical progression is what makes the syllabus comprehensive and balanced. Each course builds upon the previous one to give students a complete understanding of economics. Every successful preparation begins with understanding the syllabus. So, this is the first step. Once you know the scope, each topic becomes easier to organize and study systematically. As you move through the syllabus, your focus should be on building concepts, understanding economic relationships, and gradually strengthening your understanding through examples and revisions. A clear understanding of the syllabus gives purpose and direction to every hour you spend preparing for the examination. At Simplify for Me Maths and Economics, our goal is to make economics simple, visual, and concept driven. Every lesson on this channel will be carefully aligned with official syllabus in the respective classes so that you can focus on what truly matters for the examination. If you are preparing for CUET Undergraduate Economics 2027 examination, subscribe to the channel and join us as we cover every unit in a structured, easy to understand manner. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Happy learning.